Stop it. What was that for? I didn't mean to turn that on. That was my bad. It's not really a bad, it's a oopsie. Like, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, and I even started off muted. That was crazy. Buttons everywhere, man. I got my board and I just went click. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Words are all we have for communicating online. Oh, au contraire, we've got pixels. I can blow up your pixels. Ha. Toxic streamer mutes himself. Wow, bro, you love to see it. Love to see it. If you're not toxic, why are you here? Who's enjoying their mining Sunday? Anybody enjoying their mining Sunday? Is Rev better muted? Let's have a poll. How about before we start the toxic Rev stream, can we go ahead and shout out your server? If you are on a server in Star Trek Fleet Command, I want to know the number so that I can say it. It matters a lot for me to say the number of your server. I want to say it. I want to say it. 70. Oh, 159, 142, 41. Server S. Huh? 36, 11, 159, 24, 64, 128, 11, 121, 51, 178, 36, 17, 42, 26, 37, 17. Wow, again, 32, 167, 26, 79, 133, 15, 57, 187, 144, 146, 55, 35, 62, 28, 10, 81, 181, 170, 55, 24, 51, 142. Oh my God, I can't keep up. 47, 21, 42, 30, 44, 13, 12, 41, 74. Crayon. Wait, that's Creighton. My bad. 142. Wow, there's a lot of one. There's like the fourth person I've seen from 142 on here today. 142 stand up. Yeah, that's a lot of you. 181, 125, 31, 54, 69, 35, 128, 27, 67, 80. I think one, I should never become an auctioneer. And two, we have basically every server represented here. Not every server, but we have a lot. I could be an auctioneer. Oh, rough. Maybe I could. I don't know. I truly don't know. Beck doesn't count. Beck counts. Beck's on server 11. How about EU? A lot of EU are here, Shalana. I love that. One of the reasons that I swapped, and I need to update my graphic because I haven't updated the graphic in a while. But one of the reasons that I actually swapped my stream schedule is Sunday, I usually streamed about 5 hours from now. And I lowered the time so that I could have more EU friends. The EU players deserve content creation too. 152, 172. Good to see y'all. Good to see all the love. 11 and 42. Now, I will say this, Vlad. I love to see players on multiple servers like me. That's dedication. That's hardcore. I love hardcore. I love hardcore. Recently merged 50 and 51. 2Q. Give a shout out to Ningwen for me. Shout out to Ningwen for me. I was actually talking to him this morning. Well, I messaged him this morning and I'm waiting to hear back. 54 needs a visit. If I could visit every server, I really would. I truthfully would. By the way, I see that question. Any feedback on a chin pack from the devs? Not yet. So in my dev Q&A, I think I said this, but the dev leading up this upcoming month, I'll talk directly to the dev who's going to run April, and they are going to communicate it with the team and potentially getting a chin pack made for those low-level players or newer players who haven't been able to unlock chin or get a few tiers. So that is one of our priorities, is getting that set up, but it's not going to be a 24, 48 hour response time. This is something that hopefully we'll have maybe knowledge on this upcoming week, and weekends, obviously they don't work as much. So, you know, during the weekend, instead of the whole dev team being here, you might have one or two guys. So. It was 2 accounts on one server and 2 on another, and then the server merge happened. Wow, Jason. Wow. Remember, you can have one account per device. So that's the rules. And y'all obey those rules, and I don't care. No snitching. We don't like snitches. Snitches get stitches. You want to ask about a setting that lets Alliance chat open or reboot instead of Galaxy chat? That's actually been asked a lot. Yeah, so yes. Many people don't like Galaxy chat, and I wonder why. It's toxic. Any chance we could start getting rare exchange Armada directives like we get epic exchange directives and boxes from running exchange Armadas? I think rare directives of all types are pain points, Clayton. All are pain types. Oh, hey, you're from server 20. What's up, Cesar? Who are you with on server 20? And do I need to pull back my miners? Oh man. But yes, directive sourcing is a pain point, and as y'all saw the dev Q&A, it's something that I continually bring to them. It's not something we always get a lot of headway with, but man, I am so proud of the dev team for actually having a Q&A where they didn't redirect all the damn questions. So can we I really need an applause button installed. Can we get an applause? Can we get an applause for the dev team actually answering questions in the dev Q&A? That was real nice. It was real kind of them to actually answer the questions. So big shout out to that. You like it? Global chat is a good way to source information when Rev's not streaming. Q, what server are you on? What server are you on? While Jason did full applause and then Kendra's clap, but then Jason's like, nah. Two different Jasons, by the way. Two different Jasons. One Jason, fan. Other Jason, hate. Loathe entirely. Loathe entirely. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a good day, y'all. It's gonna be a good day. We just had I want to give a shout out to this. This is pretty dope. A player from server 179. So shout out to APAC region. Just got a full pull of an ISS jelly this morning. Shout out to them. That is huge. We love that. We love that. Hey Rev, out with my daughter swinging and sliding, but wanted to pop in and do the Twitch equivalent of a lurk. Overall, I give the Ferengi month 2 a B- and acquisition overall a C. That's pretty close to where I'm at, to be honest with you. But I can't wait to discuss with everybody else where they have them. So, okay. I don't know who you are. Somebody just tagged me. Okay. That was weird. Had any ideas last week about build your own personal ship from scratch and name whatever you want? You had an idea? Well, Frank, that sounds amazing, but I can't say that that's going to get much treadway in this game. But I do love the idea. I do love the idea. You're with K7? Oh, nice, Cesar. Yeah, I know K7. They're little babies. They're just a cute little babies. One thing about server 20, y'all, that is different. It's an original server that has got a lot of lower level players in it. And that doesn't happen to a lot of other servers that are our age. But there are a lot of lower level players. If I go over to Kepler and we pull it in, and I don't know what happened to make this happen. We have a lot of lower levels in our server now. See, 21, 19, 22, 21, you know, mixed in with our 30s and 40s. There's a 23. You know, and we have a lot of active, because these haven't got cleared out. You know, what they'll do is they'll actually archive accounts after a couple months that are inactive. I mean, here's a level 19 that's clearly active. It's kind of, I mean, I love it. I love that our server's got a little bit of love. Here's level 14, a level 10. And that 10's got to be active. Look at the resources. A level 10 with 20 million par still. So, you know, some of these are new players. I've talked to a couple of them. And every now and then they'll open up older servers to new players, and server 20 apparently is one of those. So, how am I doing on the best in the biz XLB? Not. The only thing I'm worried about today is Anomalous Phenomenon and Threat from Beyond. And then I do have my ticket events, and I'm tempted to go after Lorca because I can upgrade my Tilly another tier, but I have not decided if I want to spend my uncommons. Congrats, Neoyami. A lot of free-to-play ROMs is what I'm hearing. A lot of free-to-play ROMs. I don't even have ROM. I don't even have ROM. So, a lot of free-to-play ROMs. Nice, Walter. 51 in a few weeks. If only your ops level could match your age, you'd be good. Oh, that'd be bad for me. Am I close on ROM? You know, honestly, I haven't pushed on the SMS as much as I should have. I am at 86 out of 100. I am 14 away from ROM. And I really need ROM, but I have him on my low level account. You have 48 shards from the second tier and you're free to play. I mean, yeah, I would say And I was actually talking to Gregor earlier, which I saw him in the chat earlier. This might be one of the, or Gregor talked to me. I don't think I responded. Gregor, I saw what you said. I wasn't being rude. This was one of the best free-to-play paths, it seems, for an epic officer that we've had in a while. I would say maybe since TOS Kirk. And I don't know how many of y'all were around for TOS Kirk. But in terms of sourcing an epic officer, this is probably the best. So, and I honestly didn't do the solo leaderboards either. So I didn't put forth a lot of effort into unlocking ROM, and I'm still close to unlocking ROM. Good to see you, Dakota. Hey, are you? Grudging, good to see you. You have a TOS Kirk. The TOS officers, not all the epics, but TOS Kirk was basically given to the game for free. And that's kind of like where I kind of hold collective bargaining. Sorry, distraction, collective bargaining. Critical! Yeah! This is why I love away teams. 1,700 Klingon credits just like that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we got collective bargaining, y'all. That says a lot of free to play with $100 keys. Then they're not pure free to play. They're not, you can't be a pure free to play and see a $100 key. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but I've not seen it yet. Yes, I definitely squirreled. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is my favorite. Oh, dang it. You're on an away. All right, we're going to speed you up. We're going to speed you up. This is my favorite away mission, maybe, because the Borg officer set is arguably, as a whole, the best officer set in the game. Another critical? Scopely! What are you doing? Somebody broke Scopely RNG. I'm getting nothing but criticals. But this is one of the biggest, most important missions for me because of the active nanoprobes. So I try to go full-fledged into this every time. So 27,000. What if I did this one? Was it a little bit more? 28.9 thousand. Let's go. Save some luck for the rest of us? No, I'm sorry. When it comes to this, y'all are on your own. I'll take all the luck. If that means that I get it and y'all don't, I do not feel bad. I need all the RNGs' help. All the RNGs' help. We'll go back on our ROM mission here. About officer packs, the new Ultra Name PvP have minors. Yeah, I mean, hi, we talked about that when it came out. They basically just threw in some filler. And we'll see what the next version of this pack has. For those who haven't seen the dev Q&A, we did talk about those packs. And you will see these various forms of this pack in future iterations in the upcoming months. They're going to use that as a type of officer sourcing. So that's one of the ways that they're trying to improve officer sourcing. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it. I don't like that it costs more. I think that's dumb. But this is something that they're doing for that. Is there a trait called Fluffy? Is on your away team? Yeah. It's, if we go here, clicky, 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 and you go to collective bargaining, Fluffy is the final trait of 10 of 11, who used to be 10 of 10. And I have it at 4 out of 9. So I've got assimilated maxed, minor maxed, and then Fluffy, because he's an assimilated tribble. This was basically an April Fool's type officer they came out with. And that is the one that fits perfectly with collective bargaining. He's the only Fluffy officer. Renico, that is not how it works. That's not how it works. The boxes are all unique to the individual. There are people seeing $20 and $5 boxes. The boxes are, so the lock boxes in your treasury are set to, you want to pet it? It's a tribble back. Tribbles are very cute back. The lock box is set to your ops level, your server's age, and your spending habits. So if you've spent, like you've bought multiple $20 battle passes, you're probably seeing the $100 treasury. So like with me, I haven't even completed my points on this account because lazy. I've been mostly focusing on my level 20, now level 21 account. You can see I've got a $100 pack. And it varies person to person. So you have max 10 of 11, and after I critical for the 12 shards, I get no transporter patterns. You should, Dakota. We need a track for it. Now, it's not going to pop up on the display and show you transporter patterns. But if you actually track that mission, write down your transporter patterns before and after finishing, assuming you're critical, you should get more. It just doesn't post it. So next time that happens, track it with me. It's actually something we've been trying to track recently as a group. to verify that's working, okay? So if you want to help me out, that's what I need you to do. Shalina says, my lockbox is $4.59 to open at level 24. Shalana, I'm going to assume that you don't spend a lot or any money in the game so far. And that's not a shame, by the way. Nobody's required to spend money here. Except on me. My babies can use it. But on Scopely, you're not required. I will never twist your arm and say you got to buy money. Or you got to spend money. If I could buy money, like I spend $1 and get $2, I would definitely get in on that deal. So, wow, the music feels like it got really light. Yeah. I like to have a little background, not no background. Good evening, Shahid. How are you? You were offered the $99 rod. Can't repeat what I said at the time. Look, and I'll say this. I've been saying it several times, and some people don't like that I say it. For most players, or at least a lot of players, the $100 rod is better than almost every pack in here. If it's not better for you, then don't buy it. If you're not a spender, don't buy it. But as a pack, it's set up to be more valuable than most. You've only spent $25 total, so you bought the builder and the researcher, I'm assuming, Scar, and you got the $20 deceiling option. Yeah, once you start spending multiple amounts, they usually will start showing up the higher level options. And that's how all the packs have always worked. I mean, that's how the monthly packs work. Help feed Rev's kids or help the Scopely CEOs gold plate the fixtures of the 5th bathroom. Hard choice. It is a difficult choice. And if you need help making that choice, there you go. You bought the rod? I've not bought the rod. On either of my accounts, I've not bought the rod. But what I'm saying is, value-wise, for many players, the rod has a lot of value. It's an amazing pack. But not everybody's willing to spend $100, and that's okay. Don't spend $100. You don't have to do it. Just not paying that much for something I can't eat. That's very fair. I've got a tater tot casserole waiting for me. Simon, you have 0 towel shards. Most people have no towel shards. Corey says I don't buy rods. What do you buy, Corey? Hey, News, good to see you. I'm level 29. The pack is worse than most for me, and I've spent a lot. I just have bad luck, or maybe it's bug. So, William, my next question goes back to another point I mentioned about the treasury pack. What server are you on? Because newer servers get worse pack values. So, like, if anybody here is watching on, say, server 70, and you happen to be like level 39 or 41, if I compare my packs to you, you're going to be like, oh my God, why do you get 10 times as many resources? Because this server I'm on is over 3 years old. Hey, Ripper. What's up, buddy? Is this like your 8th username now? Good to see you, man. The rod was good value when compared to other Scopely packs, and I bought it. However, I don't think I'll buy it in the future. That's fair. Nobody's forced you to. Beck says, my lockbox is great, but I'm not buying it. Ooh, Beck is getting tempted. Anytime they word it like that, you can hear the temptation. William says, I'm a moron. I missed that point. Great, I'm on server 81. And you're not a moron, because let's just be real. The process for how they do all this is unneedlessly complicated. Unneedlessly complicated. I understand why they do it. The whole goal, here, let me just let you glean a little bit in for Scopely. The whole goal is if you are a whale on server 81, they want you to spend the same amount of money that a whale on server 21 did to progress. That's the goal. They want people to spend the same amount. They won't be able to track and have an understanding of, like, I'm going to get this much from this server, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we can call it greed. We can call it evil, whatever. I don't care. But that's the logic. So servers will scale as they age. And as a server gets older, the packs get better. So if I had an extra $100, I would definitely get it over a regular pack. There you go. And I think the good thing about the treasury is it's a one-time purchase. So it's not something that like a whale can go get 1,000 times and they're suddenly getting more, resources than they normally would. And it's going to be reoccurring. So it's going to happen, every month. So maybe in that month you decide, hey, I've got an extra $100. I'm going to let the treasury kickstart me and give me a little bit extra. Now your pack's in your main. That's a sexy $100 pack. Yeah, I know, William. And many of my whale friends have commented on how much they want my packs on newer servers. Ferengi Art gets an A+ for ROM, Doc G, and Treasury. Wow, Jonathan, you're coming in with the heat. Imagine being on a server that had one language instead of 4 to 5. You American servers have it easy. Well, I will say this, Shalana. One thing that I have really pushed for, and Ripper's here, and I'm sure Ripper has mentioned this as well, is the universal translator. So many other games in this MMO format, even mobile games, have all got translators, at least for basic language. Like, I'm not saying that you need to have like really obscure languages that only 5 million people in the world speak, but you know, French, German, Mandarin, Russian, you know, really needs a translation option in the game. And US servers don't really have that problem. Like, if I go into my server and speak French, I'm like the only one doing it. But if I go over to like, I played for a little bit on a EU server, and it was basically alliances from different languages spamming. And, you know, when I was on server 189, it was like, there was the Korean alliance, there was the Japanese alliance, there was like the English, New Zealander and stuff people. And it was all over the place. And like the Koreans, they only spoke Korean and they didn't mess with anybody that didn't speak Korean. It'd be nice if there was a translation for that. You want a new chat? Ripper, I think the entire, not only the UI, but how the chat itself works needs to be redone. And Ripper can describe that process a hell of a lot better than I can. But safe to say, I think it falls short. And it could be a lot better for the community if it got some more love. You don't want to translate what they say in Korea? Oh, I actually do, Jason. One of the things I love about technology is we have what are called these translations using OCR, which means I can take a picture of chat, paste it into like yandex.translate, and it will translate everything that's said in Mandarin or Korean into English for me by simply reading the picture and translating the picture. So I know what they say, and I've reported some of them. Because they definitely can breach TOS. So, can I get a translator from UK to American? Yes. Group chats with select players to sort out conflicts would be nice. Now, I don't know if you saw on, but in our last dev Q&A, that's something I talked to them about. And they didn't address that directly, but they did say, and really, if y'all haven't seen the dev Q&A video, y'all really should. It was one of our best dev Q&As we probably ever had on a YouTube short format. But in short, they said, why do I have a legionary out, squirrel? In short, they said, new alliance features are rolling out, including ones that weren't announced. And when do we get to see your vid on the dev Q&A? King, the dev Q&A came out yesterday. Wait, Friday. Have you not seen the dev Q&A? I'll grab the link for you. Yeah, the dev Q&A is already out, man. There. I mean, watch it after the stream, but EU servers usually stay with only one language. My alliance is... I don't know that. That was too much. But I can do what you're saying, is that people who speak the same language tend to stick together. And that's logical. That's how it is for everybody. What ship do you want to see come in the game, or what ship do you believe should get another tier? Well, I think that there should be a Valdore A, and it should be the Narada. You know, I think that the Botany Bay and augments could use a little bit of love. But like, I'd like to see Ricardo Montalban's Khan come into the game, you know, the OG augments. But in terms of ships, I mean, there's tons on, like a Klingon Negvar would be fantastic. I'd love to have a Negvar in the game. We've got a Vorcha, we've got the Rotard, and then we have the Sompek, which is basically a ship from Star Trek Armada. I love a Negvar class. You know, there's a lot of ships. Do the 7 and 30-day chests scale up when you hit say level 39? So they do scale up. The biggest change is going to level 40. So what I recommend, like if you're level 39 and you're preparing to go up to level 40, do your 7-day chest, collect all your photon tokens, and then save your 30-day chest for when you actually hit the 40 plus, because you start getting, you know, 4-star. Maybe you should do a couple of videos in German, French to be more EU friendly. Shalana, while I think that's a great idea, I'm not going to go that far. I will cater time-wise as much as I can, which is twice a week. I'm not going to put out German and French videos. At some point, we need somebody over in the EU to step up and be a content creator. At some point, somebody over there has got to do it. I can't be the content creator for 3 continents. I guess more continents than that. So, but I will continue to do live streams at a time-friendly time. But I'm not fluent in German. And the French that I know is, you know, basically Acadian. It's Cajun French from Louisiana. So that doesn't really apply to Star Trek anyway. So, Ripper, you know what I mean. Those that don't know, Ripper is the creator, owner, and all-around whiz kid, the Wunder kid of STFC.space. STFC.space. But, you know, when it comes to our group and who we have in our content creator room, no EU Twitch people, no EU YouTubers. I do have one EU Twitch streamer that we're trying to get into the program named I Am Highlanders. He's Scottish. So, yeah. I retire from the U.S. military in a few months. I'll be continuing to live in England. I'm debating to become a content creator after that. Look, I am one of those content creators. I do not believe content creation is a competition. So if you want to be a content creator, do it. You'll get my support. And if you grow, we'll work on bringing you to the program. I'm not here to be like, I'm king of the castle. I want as many content creators as possible. I'm a firm believer. The more people you have supporting the game and making content of the game, the more people you have that not only stay in the game, but come to the game. So I'm a firm believer in as many avenues of content creation as possible. So websites like STFC.space, which Ripper, who's here, created. You know, the Kelvin Memorial Archive, which is a bot for Discord users. You know, we've got Karnak's Guide, which is like a wiki page. We've got me on YouTube. We've got No One Shall on YouTube. We've got Beck Likes Plants and Highlanders on Twitch. We've got DJ with the podcast. I want more. Beck says, I will overthrow you. I will be poor by next year. Understanding a Scottish person will be very difficult. Shahid, I have hung out with Highlanders in many of his streams, and I am able to understand. So, I am able to understand. Station skins and disco are a refit for more warp range. So station skins is being worked on. That doesn't mean it's coming to the game. However, it is being worked on. I don't know if it's going to happen, but having talked to game design, that was something that they were working on doing potentially. Ripper might be able to tell me, hey, they're not doing it. Cool. But when I talked to game design about an upcoming series, that was something they were working on having into the game. How much time do you spend on prep work on average when creating a new video? Depends on the video, Instant SquarePants. The video that's coming out tomorrow, which is just general Star Trek related, about 3 hours. It depends on what video. If I'm doing a video like when the Arc launches, 2-3 hours. If I'm doing a video of like ROM, or I'm just explaining how ROM works, about an hour of prep work. So it depends on the video. Beck, don't start streaming. No one wants to see this. Oh my goodness. What do you think of Gorkon, Kurla, Georgiou on a D4? Well, I mean, Gorkon, Kurla are going to give you hopefully a critical hit, and then Kurla is going to give you boosted damage to the, you know, the 2 guns that the D4 has. With Georgiou only really providing burning in that situation, I guess my question is, what's the intent? Are you wanting to burn a base? Or you just want to burn a ship like you're trying to punch up and hit a G4 ship? What's the point of Georgiou in that particular run? What's up, Ice? Good to see you. Ripper says prep work, LMAO. Yeah, it's fun. Ripper, I don't think I've shown you the one that's coming out. Yeah, I know I haven't shown you the one that's coming out tomorrow. We have about 3 hours prep of that one, which is putting the slideshow together and putting forth the script and all that. So, yeah, fun stuff. PC's chat showing 3 hours for all messages for anyone besides me. Sounds like you need to reboot. Now, I'm not on your server, but I mean, I'm getting up to the minute updates here. From the back is talking about hitting claws. Where's this OPC? Okay. So working for me. Add burning to the critical hits for more damage. At least that's how I think it should work. Burning doesn't really help a critical. I mean, burning is a flat 1% damage to the hull health of the opponent at the start of a round. Hull breach works in the way that you're saying. Hull breach is an added modifier, it's an added multiplicative at the end of your damage processing. So that helps, but burning doesn't just make critical stronger. You know, Honor Guard Wharf, you know, if you want to combine something with Gorkon, which is hull breach, use a critical build like Honor Guard Wharf. Which I think that's what I'm actually running over here. Yeah, right here. Yep. Good example. Lorca, Killy, Honor Guard Wharf. So critical, hull breach. So this is going to make the critical damage, and then the critical be even stronger, and then mitigation. So we need new swarm research. Franklin A is great, but it could be better. Wow, Brandon, I don't actually hear a lot of people say that. What is your gripe against the current iteration of the Franklin A? Been watching your videos for the last few months and love them. First time on a live stream, so I appreciate all you do. Wow, thank you, Xavier. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself, and thank you for supporting the channel by viewing. Appreciate that. Because you're here. Oh, well, William, thank you. That's very kind. Somebody just donated on Venmo to the house fund, which I don't even have on the wall. I don't even have on the screen right now. Well, here. Boop. Thank you, William. 20 bucks. You're a legend. Thank you for supporting the channel. You want to go bigger? Okay, fair. Beck is ! Donate if you want to do the link. Could we get battle logs with a bit more detail on them, showing burning, morale, hull breach effects, and a summary at the end? Dave, we've asked for that for 3 years. I would love that. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Funny thing about pay to win, we have a new player that balled his way to Ops 60 in less than a month. Well, Brandon, I know exactly who you're talking about. That player is on server 49 named Dubakowski. Debakowski. Debakowski? Yeah, Debakowski. I know who they are. Well, I don't know who they are, but I know of this. I know of this. But the key is, do they understand the game? Do they know the game? Can they actually be a force, or did they just spend close to 7 digits to be up there? Or is it secretly an STFC moderator dev? Oh my God, it's not. They don't do that stuff. You'd love to have a battle log filtered to see just your ship stats after Armada. I would love better details. And I'll tell you who else would like it. Hugo. Hugo would like it. You're the level 60 player. Beck. My friend, if you spent that amount of money in the game, that's impressive. Yeah, it's got, depending on where the officers are at and where the ships are at in Niyoyami, it's close to 7 or over 7 million. But they are at 323 million power as of this morning. They've only done 580 missions and only destroyed 52 player ships, but have sent out 1,400 helps. So, the most powerful alliances, we've got like close to 50 level 50 plus players. But here's the most powerful alliances on my server. Here's the loads. Were you referring to Tilly or Captain Tilly? Killy. So Captain Tilly. Killy, the rare one. Hey, if you want to load, that'd be great. Oh, cool. Frozen. It has to be boring just buying your way there? No, it doesn't, Danny. Just because it's boring to you doesn't mean it's boring to other people. Just because it's boring to you doesn't mean it's boring to other people. We don't tell people how to spend their money or how to find enjoyment. If we don't enjoy it, that's cool. But I'm not going to critique somebody and how they spend their money. It's their money. Xavier Kincaid, thank you for supporting the channel and signing up to be an Instant New Legend. Oh, good. You finally loaded and now you named everybody Rep. Cool. So here we go. The game decided to stop freezing. The game decided to stop freezing. He broke 1,000 hostile kills. Very nice, Brandon. You can multiphasics. By the way, we'll talk about this in a second. Multiphasics have gotten a 3rd improvement, a 3rd increase. We'll talk about that in a second. You're the most powerful alliance on my server and it's 438 million. Well, most powerful alliance on my server is 4.9, basically 5 billion. So, Lebowski, being able to see cloak ships is not every player. It is a bug in the game. It's something they are working on fixing. It is getting worse though. More and more people seem to be getting this. I don't even want to call it an exploit, this issue. And it needs to be fixed pronto. I have no problem with people spending money. They keep the game alive, and it's their money to do as they please. I agree, Shahid. Now, as a poor person, will I not say, hey, I wish he would send me, 10% or 1% of what he spent? Sure, but do whatever you want. It's your money. It's your money. It ain't my money. Ain't my money. All right, so here's the top servers for Shalina. And for the multiphasic improvement, now remember, multiphasic is only available through Exila. So that means you got to be on the PC version of the game or the web store. Now you can access the web store from your computer or on the browser on your phone. But let's take a look at the Galactic Armada pack, because this is one of the best value packs in the game. Fantastic value if you're a spender. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying you get 3 epic armadas, you get 6 rares, and then 12 uncommon armadas to run. Then you get a whole slew of other stuff. But here's the update. Scroll over to the far right, you see multiphasic credits. Currently giving out 2,220. Originally, they gave you 1,600 multiphasic credits. Then a few weeks ago, it went to 1,800. Then, like 2 weeks ago, or last week, it went to 2,200. And then for whatever reason, as of yesterday that I was able to see, it went to 2,220. Now, why is this important? Because before, multiphasics basically allowed you the option to get 10% more in any pack. Now, they're basically giving you 15% more in every pack. So multiphasics becoming even more valuable. The argument that you would have of, say, like the Google Rewards program that could give you 7 to 10% at max, well, now you're getting double that. You get multiphasic credits when you buy the battle pass. Yes. Ripper says no, they are not. They are not what, Ripper? Ripper, you message me directly. What's the best officers for away team missions lead expedition? Nero is going to be one of your main ones. Nero's the one I use. You could also do Nero, Pan, and one more other. Well, Ripper, what's the exact percentage? Because I just did a quick adding about 5% to what was already there. Appreciate Ripper with the numbers. But Nero is the main for lead expedition for me. Pan is a secondary, and Fluffy or TOS Kirk can all work. There's others that have one that'll match up with it. I don't think I have a lead expedition right now. Surprisingly, I don't. Sorry, I'm reading what Ripper is typing. Ripper knows many things. Ripper knows more than Ripper is supposed to know, which is why Ripper now has an NDA. Oh, if y'all knew Ripper back in the day. Okay, so Ripper's response is that because of recent packs getting increased, in general, packs have been improving. Multiphasics are being scaled to match those packs. You still can get any of those, and no, I'm not lying. Genius, we need to figure that out, man. I don't know why in a web store you wouldn't be seeing that. Let me hit our messages up again. Well, no, that's not you. All right, so I wish I had that mission, but I don't. I do have this Latinum mission, though, that we'll set up real quick. But yeah, from what Ripper said, multiphasic is increasing to match the recent pack increases. I will say this, don't really have anybody complaining about the multiphasics of what they were. For many of my like level 50s and 60s. But hey, I'll take it. Every little bit helps. Just like I'm trying to get this 11,000 lat. Only a 13% chance though. Can we ask for uncommons with our multiphasic recruit packs? You're getting greedy. You're getting greedy. Let's see. Let me check my multiphasic at the moment. I need to reset a node real quick. Uno momento, por favor. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Marcus is for attacking explorers, but generally not as helpful used on battleship. Random but accurate. Random but accurate. We reset this. Let's jump into my multiphasic, which I don't think I have many left. I've only got 100 multiphasic on me. So you talking about this pack? Which pack are you talking about that you want to add uncommons to? Because I've got like my uncommon explorer pack here. Are faction miners still worth it with the free-to-play path of the amalgam and you've already invested in Max Horizons? Yes, definitely still worth it. If anything, they're more worth it now because they've increased the amount of uncommons you can get in a month, and you've increased the amount of faction credits, so you're not really bottlenecked like you were before. The most powerful person on our servers, several hundred million. Like I said, we have one of the highest numbers of like level 50 plus players. We haven't had anybody go to 60 just because they don't really see a point in going to 60. But Theory is currently at 257. Let's see, where are we at? What? Jason's still 49. Yeah, Jason's at 49. What's Slammy at? Slammy's 49. Bayo's 49. DePaul. All right, so we maybe around 40. I know Dodger's 50. Dodger's 51. So we're around 40 plus level 50s, and then a whole bunch of 49s like waiting right on the cusp of 50. How about they remove Mar from Swarm Sunday and replace with somebody else that could be more useful? Yeah, Brandon, we've actually asked for that for almost 2 years. We were promised an update to Swarm Sunday a year ago, and it's still not happened. So 17's the strongest server? No, it's not, nuts. No, it's not. Your info was appreciated. Glad I could check in, but I have to head out. Well, thanks for being here, Lebo. Appreciate it. How about Moreau? Moreau wouldn't, I mean, I guess Mara doesn't make a ton of sense, but yeah, you can, Mara's giving you transporter patterns if nothing else, which is extremely useful to get. Don't undervalue the transporter patterns you're getting. Honestly, transporter patterns is one of the main reasons I still do Swarm Sunday. You'd like to see Jayla, but that isn't happening. Yeah, I mean, Jayla sourcing is a little bit better, but add Chin. If only Chin worked against these, that'd make a little bit of sense, but. Server 10 just did a merge with 18, and they're more active than they were before. Your opinion is this arc was okay because it seems they were testing a lot of new mechanics and wanted to take it slow. They did. Look, I think February was bad, and I don't think there's any reason to argue that it wasn't. And then March, I felt like was good. It just wasn't great. So, I mean, my video will come out. Let's see, how many days we got left officially on this arc? Like 3? Let's take a look. Okay, I got to select all my winnings now. Come on. Good Lord. Oh my gosh, how many times am I going to be a winner? Thank you. Oh, wow, it's a 1 day. Jesus. So, Tuesday or Wednesday, my grading video will come out for the arc. And I will do March, and then I'll talk about the Ferengi arc as a whole. Peace. This is what happens when you're buying a house and having a third kid. Time ceases to exist on the, linear plane. Post-merge server 200 has been laggy. Rating is horrific. Yeah, I mean, anytime you have more players, that's going to generally increase lag. Hopefully it balances out. They did recently, and I don't know if Ripper's still here, he can probably specify what exactly they updated with Unity, but they did a Unity upgrade in the past month to try to help with some of the lag and some of the issues that have been going on. So, good things about this arc: the free-to-play path for the amalgam, treasury, and the Dabo table. I agree with those. I would agree with those. Thank you, Q, for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Your G4 systems are already full, and they decide to merge us. That is something that just this past week that we were working on in terms of moderators and content creators were asking the devs, hey, we need letting you know we need more G4 nodes in deep space. We need more G4 nodes. Give a shout real quick to Corey. Let me update the board. We go update the board with William and Corey's donation. Corey, thank you for donating to the house fund, man. Freaking awesome. We were actually talking about you last night. I promise nothing but bad things were being said. Beck was saying the worst things. Thank you. Just updated it with yours, and then William, let me get yours in. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. If y'all do want to support, it's not required, but it is an option. Obviously, because content creators can't live without your support. We've got our baby fund, and we've got donate links, however you want to do it. If you want to buy some of the baby registry, that way you're not giving a fat ginger money. That works for me. My babies come first. I assume you have no news on the merge. What merge, Grudge? What merge? Ripper says that the Android is on 2020 now, kind of forced due to Android 12, as far as you know. PC and I think iOS are still in Unity 2018. So Android got pushed because Android was having extreme issues to the 2020 version of Unity, and PC and iOS are still potentially on the 2018, according to Ripper, who would definitely know that more than I would, because I had no idea. I just know from talking to one of the devs, and one of the devs even went into the Discord, the official Discord, and mentioned it, if I'm remembering right. Spider? Bro. What? Go. What are you doing on my desk? Go away. Go away. Thank you. But one of the devs was in the official Discord also announced that they did that. So, with the baby as a fat ginger, well, donate. Beck says, I'm so confused. So Unity is, squirrel. Sorry. I'm trying to like beat Joaquin de Phoenix at hitting these swarms. Anyway, Unity is what this game is built on. It's the engine that it runs on, and that's what got an update recently. Why do you always have one start building empty? Well, I've just not chosen to build anything at the moment. Usually I have something small building that way I can use it to finish the daily, which I need to make sure I've turned that on. So for me, I do my daily events for my faction, and then I have one building that I can try to spend on every day so that I can finish it. So I can just update this random titanium generator, or I can come over here and upgrade defense platforms, but I got to spend uncommon, and I haven't decided yet if I want to go after this solo leaderboard that we have right now. So I'm not committed to the solo leaderboard yet. Maybe by the end of the video. Yeah, Corey, Beck was 100% saying bad things about you last night about 3 in the morning. So, any news on if they're going to add a way to source some of the officers that don't currently have a way to source like data? He's the only officer I don't have. The answer is yes, Xavier. I talked about it a little bit in my dev Q&A. The second round of officer sourcing updates is this rotating pack system they're going to do. So right now you see the PvP pack. When that rotates out, they're going to have new types of packs like the next generation, Borg, etc. that they're going to roll out, and that should allow you to source some of those officers that are difficult for you right now. Okay, Beck, Rev was probably drunk. Man, you should see the clips that we pulled from Beck's channel, and you're coming at me. My phone updated Android on Friday, and now Star Trek Fleet Command won't go full screen in landscape, but it does if I rotate chat as vertical. Any known issue with landscape full screen after recent Android? This is the first time I'm hearing that one, Johnny. And I honestly have no idea what could even be the issue. If we want to put Ripper into double time, Ripper could be in the chat and tell you what the heck that is. I have no clue. I have no clue. We were talking about how nice the Star Trek Fleet Command community is. Yes. Except for Beck. Beck was shaming the Star Trek Fleet Command community. She was shaming them. Any luck on getting them to lower the cost of special pack? Omicron, I'm going to work on it. I mean, it's going to be tough though, because it's not even agreed upon by the content creators that the current pricing is bad. DJ doesn't mind it. It's something that we don't get into like heated arguments, but we disagreed on it, and I explained my disagreement. So if it's just me pushing, it's going to be a harder road. I'm going to need players to really push that it changes. So, but I don't know. It's like Rev, bring that pitchfork. There we go. Why are there so many easily sourced officers in their special packs? It's frustrating to be spending more but getting those officers. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I don't have an answer, you know. I can tell you the PvP Ultra Pack, this was supposed to be a TOS pack. And they decided to add in Honor Guard Worf and Sela. And then they just like, okay, we'll turn it into a PvP pack. The argument is these characters are all from the original series, either movies or whatever. So that's why they're in here. This was supposed to be a TOS pack, and then they added Honor Guard Worf and Sela. So that's the logic. Agree or disagree, that's why all the officers that are in here, plus Honor Guard Worf and Sela. But originally it was going to be the TOS pack, and that's why it has all the officers you see. Now, why something like Vimin and Kumak are in it, God only knows. But maybe they consider those original series because of the Kelvin movies. I don't know. But that was the original design. They should make it so you can trade the abundance of shards you get from maxed officers for ones you don't have instead of within their respective groups. They kind of do that, Benny. That's what transporter patterns are. That's what transporter patterns are. Now, I would argue that we need more updates to transporter patterns. That's exactly what transporter patterns are. You wish we could spit loud and uncommon? You, me, and basically everybody for the past 2 years. How's my nose running? Now, I would like certain rare officers to get added to transporter patterns, and that is something that they've told me they're open to in the future. Obviously, it hasn't happened yet, but they said they're open to it. They could do a rotation on transporter patterns. I mean, they could. I don't like rotations, man, because it just feels like somebody's getting the shaft when you do rotations. It just feels like somebody's getting the shaft. I'm not a big fan of rotating things. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm the end all be all here. Y'all can recommend whatever. Speaking of another scroll hell that needs the vertical tab treatment, like the Refinery, transporter patterns would be great. The entire officer menu would be great for that. They should have officer packs by group. Fair enough, I guess. That's the idea with the rotating system that they're doing. That's kind of the idea with that. As soon as you spend the ones you were saving, then they rotate when you have been saving for them. What can I say, Clint? That's why I don't like rotating. You know what the next arc is going to be? Hints will be dropping this week. Pay attention to the content. Hints coming this week. Hey, Franklin finally died. I could repair. Don't miss the hints coming this week. It's the only way I can get y'all to watch me if I have insider information. A clearly informed rotation so players know what's coming up. Sure. Yeah, it'd be nice if they announced, hey, we're about to switch to this pack. Get your stuff in. But as always, probably content creators warning people about that. Even the officer menus itself, they should just group them into several tabs like Klingon ROM Fed. Hey, no one, y'all. I do think that there's a lot of things that can use a lot of adjustment. Transporter patterns need sliders. Accurate. You don't watch for the info, I watch for the ginger beard. Then you must be disappointed that it's not as long as it was a couple months ago. It was definitely a lot longer a couple of months ago. We're getting Lieutenant J. Everything needs sliders. Agreed. Just plain and simply, quality of life stuff, to be honest, needs to be done. That's always the case, though. There's always QOL that needs done. You don't even like me, and I still like you. Rich, I love you. You're right. I don't like you. I love you. I love you. I want to just move off, create a homestead, and we have like a little polyamorous community. And it starts with me and you. You watch for the chicken dance? Yikes. Yikes. Think it will ever get a prime 4-star gas or crystal? Maybe. Maybe. That would make sense. I don't see why they wouldn't. Dang it. Got the lowest refinery token pull again. All right, I still got to do that. I got to go do that. All right, cool. You like the idea of the Maquis? I love the Maquis. Let's speed up this, because I don't feel like waiting. And that's why we have our faction lock, so we don't have to wait. Hey, John Trick, how you doing? Rich, you excited about what we're planning? Why do I have Kath in there? Why do I have Kath? Oh, I never swapped it from the video. That's why. I never swapped her out from the video. This Kath is not as strong as my Talon. Here, you go there. We need more bonuses. F for Revs RNG. Revs RNG is awful. Very rarely. I mean, I say that, but if y'all remember at the beginning of the stream, I pulled multiple criticals on away teams, so I guess it balances out. They find a way to hurt me. Let's go take my non-max discovery over to Rosette. Where's our USS Defiant? Wait for the DS9 arc, Scotty. Wait for the DS9 arc. Still 2 more Cosmic Cleanups to get that ship, but it's at least free. Cosmic Cleanup does provide that as an option. I am halfway to my Franklin on my level 21 account. I've been skipping too many Saturdays, and I need to start working on the Discovery. But I've got the Valdore, got the Franklin, got the Amalgam. I don't want the Sarcophagus. I've got the Discovery, so I've been doing Tactical Advantage supplies. I got 20 rare directives yesterday. Any hints on the new arc? Too early. Next week. I mean, technically Sunday's the start of the week, but I don't ever do hints until this arc wraps up. This arc is not over, so I'll always wait. Will Cosmic Cleanup provide the Meridian soon? I'm hoping for a better sourcing option than Cosmic Cleanup, simply because it's already taking too long to get things in Cosmic Cleanup as it is. So I'm trying to talk with them about different ways to go about that process. Don't want to spend that. Yeah, let's do that. Kath as captain is such a mess setup. Yeah, I don't ever see the point in Kath as a captain. Ever. Scopely knows I slogged through the ISS Jelly, changed alliances to get shards, have had it for a few weeks and love it. Last night I full pulled another ISS Jelly. Slag, that is amazing. That is amazing. Walter, you can get projectiles through the Amalgam Refinery. What level would you guess a USS Defiant would be? Level 60. We'll see. Unless they make it into a specialty ship and focus on low levels. It is amazing and cruel. I mean, I'm very excited for you that you got it, but I hate it happened how it happened. So. Ask for Cosmic Cleanup every week. I agree. Yep, I agree. Something I've said before. Cosmic Cleanup should run regardless. It should be just like Swarm Sunday. Saturday is Cosmic Cleanup. You're 1 BP away from the jelly, but you did a full pull December 8th. Wow. 2 versions. I don't think so. Yeah, give the low levels the Defiant. Unless y'all want to make the Defiant super weak. Jason, CC runs every Saturday during a Battle Pass run. So like this upcoming week, it'll be a blank week. We won't have a Battle Pass set of events this week. So this upcoming Saturday, we'll not have Cosmic Cleanup. More ships for level 25 and below can be repetitive trying to get the Franklin Discovery. Well, you definitely need to get the Franklin Discovery though. Specialty ships are really all that matter in the 20s. Specialty ships. Botany Bay, Franklin, Devore, Valdore, Stella, Discovery. That's what matters. I don't have Pike, so I run Cathalon and Moreau for Swarm. You should run like Cadet Uhura, Cadet McCoy, and then whatever is your strongest. Honestly, you could also run several other things like Beverly. You know, it's but Moreau is really not that great without Pike. Rick, they're never going to give you a start now for Armadas, buddy. You're never going to get a start now for Armadas. Is it one more week of downtime between arcs or 2? Let me go take a look. Wait, where's my room? Oh gosh, I can't find my room. Where's the room? Oh, here it is. I forgot DJ changed the frickin'. Can't see it. Okay, what? I just realized. Okay, so it should be 1 week, y'all. 1 week, but okay, I can't read out that announcement, but just holy crap. Cutting it close. Cutting it close. You have a level 24 member of my alliance that has never seen or offered a pack for the Franklin? Well, that sucks, but are they doing cosmic cleanup to get their Franklin? They can release 3 ships, Enterprise D, Defiant, make them tiers, depending on... DJ, I submitted, like, when I tried to get we had the Enterprise D coming to the game, I tried to convince them to make it a specialty ship that tiered from 35 to 60. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. I love the idea of a ship that tiers that you basically can rock forever. But should Bev be tiered up past tier 3, or is she better than Moreau in that regard? Yeah, I'd max Bev. I'd max Bev. Because the higher you take her, the less you have to stat stack her. Which means you can stat stack something else. Yeah. Enterprise D is already in the game. There's already people with it. Level 60. We can make the Defiant the next Valdore, have it fly through the wormhole and kill Jemadar for a Valdore-style refinery. So I can see your idea for the mechanic there. But I still want a Valdore upgrade. Like an actual Valdore upgrade. Server mergers will happen the same day the new arc starts. Will they? I don't think so. No. Will they ever fix the Enterprise D skin? Or all the 5-star skins? Hopefully. I reported those issues the day it happened. They said they were going to work on it. Nothing else I can say. I can say they look damn good in a dock, though. If I swap out my TOS Enterprise for my other Enterprise, yeah, I have to because I'm an idiot. Looks damn good in a dock. If I do this one, you can barely tell. This angle, you can barely tell it's damage. I don't know. Swap back to our big Enterprise with its contrails in the back. Scopely's problem is allowing some events to be run concurrently with others, so chop part off the end and go with the next set. What are you talking about, Barnabas? What are you talking about? I actually really like when they run events concurrently. It means I can complete more at one time. Well, Grudging, if your merger is this week, then no, it's not the same time as the new arc launch. Remember, we have a break. We have a break here. Well, Instant Squarepants of the Narada is a mining ship. It was a mining ship. All right, get this in. Hopefully we can finish this quickly. Contrails on Enterprise. I like the wording. Like the wording. All right, come over here. I think I finished. I'm gonna hit the other one anyway. Yeah, that should be the last one, but I'll do one more just to make sure. We don't know when the merge is. We just think it's on a Tuesday, and that's based on most things being Tuesday. Okay, fair enough. If it happens this week, it's not during an arc, though. If it happens this week, it's not during an arc. All right, we're done. Recall. And then we got to do this. Swap. Stellar. Oh, I need to assign an officer. Upgrade. I can do one part. We'll do one part. Then assign an officer. I've already got bonuses, but whatever. Ooh, Fest. Yeah, Fest has got some stats. Who else got stats left? DC is my man. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Get over there. Can you hint if next month will be better than the previous 2 months? Can't handle another month of being phoned in. Well, Jess, February we agree was phoned in. March was not phoned in. March was a good month. It was not an amazing month, but March was a good month. So we can't do the phoned in thing for March. But from what I do know, and I don't know everything for next month, the little bit I do know, I am cautiously optimistic, you could say. I'll be dropping hints soon. How do you figure out how much stat stack? Does it show somewhere? Well, it depends on what officer you're doing. Got an email. Oh, never mind. Sorry, things are just blowing up my phone. Blowing up my phone. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. So much to do. So if any CCs want to tell us when the merge is, it'd be nice. I mean, I don't have a date for you anyway. Ripper might know the exact date. Generally, I just get what servers are merging and then I'll post it, and then I never really worry about a date. Because it's usually within 1 or 2 weeks of announcement. So save all stellar particles for research or spend some on gas ore. Definitely do your research first and then go do your ores after you're done with your research. After you're done with research. Can I upgrade this? Yay, we can. Doesn't really do anything, but I will get more axionic chips. Getting close to OPC over there. Rev thinks St. Peter's has a chance today. I have no idea what that even means. I am ignorant to whatever that question is. No idea. Oh, man. We'll go see if Ripper knows. Yeah, bug Ripper. Ripper loves it when you message him. Loves it. If you haven't gotten an announcement on your server, you're probably not merging very soon. This is true, Bill. This is true. When's the next Crucible of War? Soon. Do you like Cal, Shalana? Is that like one of your favorite events? You like Cal? Oh my goodness. We like options, don't we? All my European friends and Canadian friends are always shocked when I tell them how much it costs to have a baby. Oh, the video looks like this. It's We love Cal song. It's college basketball. Don't follow college basketball. Someone to break Rev was just responding to something. Any idea when Stella BPs will be in the event store again? When we actually have an event store. We haven't had an event store since Duality. When we have an event store, then. So hopefully at the end of this next arc. We do love Cal song. Cal song is very nice. Still would love to see our ships like we see our officers, a menu with our ships, one build button, just like the recruit button for officers, etc. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could be simpler and cleaner. Lots. Grudging, Ferengi's done. So after tomorrow, this Ferengi rules of acquisition is over. It's over. Smash the like button. Agree with Mohawk. Smash the like button. Glad I worked for days to open the vault, only be told I got to spend $100. Well, one, old school nerd, from the very beginning, you were told the lockbox costs money. From the get-go. It was never hidden. Two, you literally did your dailies. You didn't have to work extra. You just had to do your dailies to get the lockbox. Okay? I can understand that argument if you had to go grind 1,000 extra hostiles to open the box. That's not what happened. You just had to do your dailies, and then you saw it. You don't have to buy it, though. You don't have to buy the lockbox, y'all. But you didn't have to do anything extra besides working every day that you would normally do. And it was told from the very, 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 very beginning that it cost money. It was announced in the news channel of the game that you would have to buy it. There's no point in complaining about it. We can complain about other things. We can complain about they haven't fixed the skins of the 5-star ships yet. We can complain about there's horrible sourcing for the USS Terror skin. We can complain about the packs are oversaturated and the officer stuff doesn't really help. Let's complain about that. Let's complain about that. That I'm down to complain about. It's just another option. It's not like people don't have other packs. Agreed. Probably won't buy the lockbox the second time, but the G3 Uncommon was well timed for you. It's one of those that, like, if I was to buy it every month, that'd obviously be $1,200. So I'm not going to do that. But there could come times where I need it that month, and then you know what? This month we'll set aside $100 for that. I think there was a message that said to spend your Dabo tokens before the event store closes. I would say spend your Dabo tokens. If you've learned anything, saving currency is usually not a great idea in this game. Romy, you're not a long-time viewer, first-time caller, and I love that you comment all the time. For a basic Gorkon Curl D4 build, is Tier 1 Honor Guard War or Tier 5 Con the better choice? Tier 1 Honor Guard War. Tier 1 Honor Guard War. But yeah, you better go away. Leave me alone. I'd be doing eclipse grinding, which I need to do anyway. I really need the keys. They dropped that message a couple times to spend your currency. Spend your currency. I guess I'll remind people as much as I can. Spend your currency. Tier 4, even Tier 5 Honor Guard War would be even better. Of course it would, Hugo. Obviously, if we tier it up, it's going to be better. But how many people have got a Tier 5 Honor Guard War? Yeah, don't forget your Syndicate collect. Mine won't be available for 4.5 more hours. And don't forget to collect your Syndicate. You're up to 8 million exchange keys. Nice. I'm not near that number. I would gladly take your exchange keys if I could. Any chance Scopely will ever do some sort of dead currency turn? We've asked for it. That's all I can tell you. We've asked for it a lot. That's all I can say. I have no idea if that will actually translate into any type of actual, improvement or payout. I really don't know. But we have asked for it multiple times. They should add a notification icon to the Syndicate. What I think they should do is kind of like how you have in away teams, like the little icon or something, or with territories, the glow. I think they should either make Syndicate glow or have like a little notification that you need to go collect, since they won't move it. Preferably, I wish they would just move it to the claims area. And I wish that when we hit claim, we could claim everything in the claims area. But, like I should be able to hit claim like I hit this and get everything that's in there. I want a claim all button. I would like a claim all button. So, wife just yelled, thanks for the Orion reminder. Yep. Got to get those Orions in. Don't also forget, while you're doing your Orions, go collect your exocomps. Collect your exo comps as well. Can we get officers for the Franklin that help us swarm? You do. It's called Jayla. Jayla exists. Now, Jayla's ridiculously hard to source, but Jayla does exist. Just pop a red dot over the syndicate button. Simple enough. How do you get the Alliance exo comps? That is for upper 40s level. You can't see it because you're not at the level yet, Omicron. Upper 40s. They're already in the game. Upper 40s. You guys just need better eyes. Yikes. Is DS9 coming soon? It's coming this year. It's coming this year. 2022? Yeah, 2020. That's this year. 2022. Spin, 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 or let 20,006 Picard tickets take up room in your vault. Hodges, I still got my Batleth tokens for 2019, so I feel you, man. I feel you. Thank you very much for the tip to ask support when I forgot to turn in your last event store currency. The rewards just arrived. Awesome. Yeah, if you do forget, you can contact customer support and they should swap it out for you. But you don't want to wait for that because God knows how long it can take customer support to swap it out for you. So try to do it quickly on your own first. So, you ready for an inventory cleanup? Yeah, I've got tons of currencies. My currencies are all over the place, man. I mean, my Borg war points and let's see, I still got some Doomsday directives left over, a whole bunch of different tribbles, a random discovery mission key I never used, a lot of discovery mission keys I never used, my gummy tardigrades, my legionary, my gummy gawk. Oh man, I got all kinds of things in here. Oh, my Thanksgiving store tokens, my Conquest Klingon tokens, my Memento of Valor, my I still got St. Patrick's Day tokens apparently, Riker coins, Picard tickets. What else we got? Heist loot, hungry tribbles, my elite battler token, my platinum trophies, yeah, all kinds of stuff. This, then we'll swap you out and you can go back to doing swarms. Yeah, I mean, there's been multiple tribble events. And I definitely agree that who you get in customer support can, you know, change the amount of support or the type of support you get, for sure. Do we know when Discovery VPs are usually available for purchase in the store? Today? Sundays when Anomalous Phenomenon runs. Should have it in your store right now. I don't know if it's actually up, but usually when Anomalous Phenomenon runs, it's up. Let's take a look. Is it in this store? I've already got a Discovery, so I don't remember if it would show or not. Oh, ISS Jelly. That's nice. Don't see it. I guess I didn't put it in the store today. It's there? Okay, good. It's there. It's just not there for me, I guess, because I have one. But if you don't see it in your store and you don't have a Discovery and you do want to buy it, I mean, I could put in that request for you. They love it when we put in requests for more packs. I wonder why. All right, we're OPC, so we're going to recall. Haven't seen them in the store. I mean, do you want them in the store, though? That's the key. You actually want to buy them. You actually want to buy them. Hey, we like that. That's yummy. That's yummy. He plans on making better mycelium nodes. I can't believe you actually mine mycelium. No, there's no, I mean, it's been requested. I have no knowledge of that change actually happening. Has been requested though, so maybe in the future. If they're working on it, I don't know about them working on it. Knifey, what's up, man? How you been? You missed everything. You've missed it all. I really would like ROM. I really should have pressed harder for ROM. Spin materials. All right, so if I finish this, that's 8, 9, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hey, thank you, Juris. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, if I actually finish this event, I'll get ROM. Huh, I guess I should actually put forth some work today, y'all. I should actually put forth some work. That way I can go crack knifey. I'm gonna go crack knifey. Did I finish the mining one? Maytos 42, congratulations. Congratulations. All right, we finished the mining. Sweet. Did I finish this mining, though? I did. Okay, mining is done. Done mining. Heck yeah, we love being done mining. And let's update my shuttle bay. Busy day getting these kids outside. Now inside warming up was 31 degrees. Wow, it is currently 78 degrees here in Louisiana. Sunny. Nice and warm. Toasty. Good pool weather if you have a pool. Yes, Goose. He does. We talked about that in our video that we had on ROM earlier this week. Oh, man. Here, I got to respond to this real quick. If y'all do have more game questions, go ahead and drop them in. We try to answer as many game questions as we can here. But, yeah. Let's see. We talked about this last night. All those here. This is the guy. There we go. Did you get your new house? Not yet, Ernie. So hoping to close in 4 days on the 31st. And then from there, I won't be moving in till May. But we're going to try to get the closing done first and then go from there. All right, because I want to work on that ROM thing, that means I got to upgrade something that cost uncommon. And I've got plenty of things that cost uncommon, that's for sure. Let's see. Armor bonus. I'm mostly doing explorer stuff right now, but that would be this shield bonus here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and actually let's activate an exocomp. We want to activate an exocomp that will cut down on our build speed. So remember your exocomps, everybody. And that knocked it down, not much, a little bit. Hit that. All right, we get this. And then, did this help us finish this ROM event? I think not. We're going to need to do another one. So I got to do basically another copy. I got to do one more building. Where did that put me on my regular leaderboard? Yikes. I was thinking about going on here, but we'll just do one more building and take what we can get. I've actually got a bunch of research that I can do, so let's focus on research, actually. Digging the music? Nice, Mohawk. I'm glad you like it. Speaking of server or levels 35 through 9, is it wise to wait for the Enterprise Auger before moving forward? Yes, it is. It is. Well, when running armadas with an auger, I use Riker Beverly. Am I better using a tier 1 6 of 11 or a tier 1 Giorgio? No one else in the Alliance has Giorgio to run burning, just Neros. Well, a Nero and a Giorgio will work equally as well in an armada, assuming we're like in a max Nero. in that particular instance, if nobody else is bringing it, then I would bring a tier 1 Giorgio. A tier 1 6 is still a little bit low to help you out too much. Free-to-play way to grind 3-star parts. Are you talking about uncommons, 1010? Because y'all don't have ship parts at 3-star. We don't. You don't have that. Sell through Rogue Store before research. You can get that. You can get 2, right? You can get as many cells as you want for free. The first one you can get for free is through the Rogue Store, and then you can grind one through event stores. Oh, for Explore Bar, Latinum is the best way to buy those that you need. 1010 Latinum. You can grind them through hostiles, but Latinum is the best way to just convert that if you need a good bit of them. You're just hitting regular hostiles. Because y'all don't have to have uncommon parts. You only have to have commons. Alright, so we're going to start blowing through some research. So I'm going to spend some... I'm going to spend... Oh, I didn't realize I had that up there. I'm going to spend uncommons. I'm going to blow through some research real quick. How soon before the next arc should I finish my upgrade to the 36? Usually at least a day before. Usually at least a day before. There we go. Do you know why they changed ship cloaking? You're no longer visible to enemies. That is not intentional, Brandon. That is a bug. It is one that they are working on fixing. That is not intentional. So they are trying to rectify that. It is not the way for all players. Like, I can't see if somebody's cloaked. So, how much longer play on streaming? Not too much longer. I want to get as many of y'all's questions in as I can. But I do have a video. I have 2 videos to get ready for tomorrow. So, I have a Star Trek Fleet Command video tomorrow and a regular Star Trek video coming out tomorrow. So let's see what else we got. You were worried? Well, I am too, because I don't like that I can see it. So I don't like that I can see it. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see, where are we? You like the officers this month? We have had to mine so much about the Latinums in this arc, and the Overlords give us a bonus lat refinery. It'd be the first time they've ever done that if they do that, wouldn't it? It'd be the first. I don't think they've ever done that before. I'm down for that. I would love a bonus lat refinery. Is there a good place to grind build / research speed ups? Like a system that drops them more? Tygo Core has decent drops for that. Separatist system usually have decent drops. Tygo Core probably being the most well known. So
I need you to swear to me.
There we go. Somebody's asking for something on Discord. We also have gotten tons of lat already. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have a stockpile of lat built up, which I guess is not a bad thing, but you'd like to be able to use it. You would happily refine 1 million lat if I could get 10,000 Devore parts. I mean, who wouldn't though? I think everybody would. I think everybody get on that train. But not being visible defeats the purpose of being cloaked. It's very true. It's very true. I mean, I'm glad that you can't get hit with a bug, but they are working on fixing it. That's the only update I have on that. And hopefully they will do that and rectify that very soon. Oh, I hate having to use this. I need to save this. Just want to spend 4-star. Give me 4-star. Want to spend that. Yeah, I could do this. That is, wow. I'll do it though. Try to save my 3-star so I can scrap ships with it. Try to save 3-star for scrapping ships. Is there a downside of going from 34 to 35? Nope. Not really. Hmm. What officer attributes should you consider for the ISS Jelly PvP? You shouldn't. ISS Jelly is not a PvP ship. It's trash. Literally, don't worry about it. If you have to throw something up there, then it has to be specific to your opponent. If you want to go generic, Lorca, Killy, Honor Guard War. Thank you, Juris, for being a commander on this channel support, and I appreciate that. I really do. Juris Doctor. Actually, wait, do you actually have a YouTube channel? Because now I'm interested, because that sounds interesting. First of all, salute you. Is it possible to make an actual video with the right crew for the sarcophagus defense and attack? At some point I can, Gene. Honestly, because the sarcophagus is such a bad ship, and I really try to get people to not waste resources in it, it's not been a focus for content. There's so many other things coming, but I guess I should make one. The truth is, I just hate the damn ship so much. It's such a waste of resources, and it can be so easily defeated. It bugs me. But I do need to do that. I do need to. Don't pass your jelly past tier 5. The max tier I would take a jelly is probably tier 7. And mostly that's because of just the warp range. Not anywhere past that. Mine's tier 5.5. I'm happy with it. I'll go probably tier 6 using that spending for events. But yeah, don't go higher. Don't go higher. Now I can't say it's ugly. I think the ISS Jelly is one of the best looking ships in the game. Make sure you have your shipyard max enough to rush level 35 shipyard. Well, Earth, the reason that that's not in my camping at 35 video is that if I remember right, Franklin A wasn't there yet. I don't think the Franklin A was out yet. Thank you, War Dog. 15 months, man. I appreciate it. The garbage can is garbage. Oh, the sarcophagus is ugly and garbage. Yes, that I agree with. I was having a discussion with someone on my server. In Armadas, multiple enterprises only need one Kirk to proc morale for all enterprises. Wrong. No, not true at all. So Hull Breach and Nero, or Nero for burning and like Lorca for Hull Breach only need one because it affects the target. Morale is a self buff. Everybody needs morale if you're running enterprises. One Kirk will not run everybody else. Are you going to get the Valdore? I am getting the Valdore, Lagrieve. I am getting the Valdore. So if everybody's on Enterprise, everybody needs to bring their own morale. Yeah, I'm 15 million away from having my Valdore. 15 million away. Not as ugly as the Amalgam. Well, at least the Amalgam being ugly makes sense. It's a Pack-Lid ship. It's supposed to be like this ugly kit bash. So it's intentionally ugly, and I don't mind that. The sarcophagus is just boo-boo garbage. It's just boo-boo and garbage. Can you show fast how much G4 and Commodore you can get in the event store, Dabo? I can show you my returns are. Let me finish turning in these recruit bundles real quick. Shout out to 156. Good to see you in here. You can always donate that Latinum to the Alliance. I do that. Yeah, there is a that contribute to your Alliance thing going on right now. And I will say, since we've gotten the improved Latinum sourcing, and I've got Parabellum events, and I've got away team events, I'm just getting Latinum like crazy. And one thing I have been doing is I go to my Alliance and I can contribute. I'm currently number 2. And I'm just going to throw in Latinum. Blowing 5,000 Latinum at a time when I can get 11,000 Latinum from every away team and like 30,000 Latinum from Parabellum and 2,000 Latinum a day from my Devore, plus other events, hasn't been that big of a deal. New friend from the Philippines. Yeah, hit me up. I would love to talk. I love meeting new people. It's definitely something that you've got to do if you're going to do this industry. Those attack abilities, burning, hull breach, make much of a difference with Armadas. They certainly can. The burning, like the burning is great if you have like 6 augers, then everybody's getting the obliterator weapon going. So that's bonus damage. Hull breach is great if people are running critical builds with con, because that's more damage. So it certainly can have a very real and very big effect. Combat exocomms plus 80% explore damage. Does that mean your explorer does 80% more damage, or you do 80% more damage to only explorers? That is boosting your damage. Boosting your damage. Very small, but effective. Dang it. Still need several of these. Have I thought of a charity stream for the Ukraine? Honestly, I've not. I did a charity stream last month, so I haven't thought of doing another one for a while. I definitely encourage anybody to support any charity. If you want to help the world, charity is a fantastic initiative that everybody should do. But because I just did a charity stream, I haven't planned another one anytime soon. Yeah, Hugo's correct. So it just adds into all your other bonuses. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, in something like a fight in territory space or something, that can matter. But it's not a huge improvement. I'm assuming that's 3-star. Yeah, it's 3-star. All right, we'll do it anyway. Since I want more, I wanted to get Romulan Apprentice up. Need to get Romulan Apprentice up. We lost Rialta Burning a while ago, but is there anything else we can use on massive whales? Well, if you've got Rom, Rialta Burning's back when hitting bases. I can go 42, Robert. I just don't want to go 42 because that's 24,000, and I would rather that be spent on a big event or when I'm finally ready for my Valdore, which will probably be in a week or two. So I'll try to spend it on the first SMS event of the new arc. Should mention that it seems Scopely knows when I scrap Stella as they put in a clear the coast event the next day. Nice. What's the difference between green and orange buy buttons in the faction store? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're good at what you do. Thank you. We salute you. You have our love and support of the Philippines. Well, I greatly appreciate that. Do you know how many ROM creds it's going to take to unlock the Valdore? Yeah, it's 197,000. I've already got them. So if you look at my Romulan Esteemed, rep's all I'm lacking. If you look at the very top, you can't see it because of the house fund, which I will hide real quick. There you go. I'm at 222,000. So I've got plenty. I've got plenty. I've been preparing for it. I'm ready to go. I've got plenty. Now I just got to get there. And then I've already also got, I think, 6 blueprints for my Valdore. Because one thing I do every day is I go to my away team store down here at the bottom and scroll over. And I should be able to do mine again today. Yep. Here's, whoopsies. Here's my Valdore. Yeah, I just, whoopsie that. And then I get a Valdore shard every day. And I think I'm at 6 or 7. So I'll save me a little bit if I ever wanted to go for like cloaking or something, which I might get cloaking on the Valdore because it's very true to Star Trek because it actually had cloaking. I could build another ISS Jelly. Oh, I'm at 19. Holy crap. I have way more than I thought I did. Nice. Yeah, that's saving me a good bit. So I might get cloaking on it. Because of the sarcophagus mint during the area takeover, since we are about to merge, please excuse me. I'm an old man and my English isn't the best. That's fine, Gene. Dude, you're young in heart because you're playing a video game, and we can definitely make some content for you. I was simply explaining why I hadn't done it yet, but not that I will never do it. We can definitely get you some content. How do you get Valdore shards in your store? Your level and rep. So I'm almost there at the rep, and I'm at level 41. So right before, you should start seeing those things start populating in your store. Need 100 BPs for your Kelvin. Nice, Robert. And shout out server 181. Good to see you, Kane. Hit 49 traders to hit your event. You're right. Yep. I've been focusing on swarms just because I'm doing swarms. I haven't even gone out. I'm going to finish clear the coast first, and then I will go out and do that. But I'm trying to finish like PEMDAS order of operations, doing some baby stuff first. Click. So what's currently the best faction for level 40 plus? I heard the Valdore is good. Some of my members say Rom, but aren't entirely sure. Honestly, when it comes to the 40s and 50s, it's more about your research and officers at that point. You can kind of go any of the ships. The Pilum is the best rare, arguably, in the 40s. The Tribune is the best epic, arguably. And the Valdore is the easiest to upgrade and get of the uncommon. So Romulan is typically considered the best. But honestly, it's more about your research and everything than anything else. That will help set you apart and help you dominate, and having maxed officers. So 140 million rep for the Valdore. Correct, Steve. 140 million rep. Correct. Day 4 in a row of refines with only common rewards. The loot gods are not with me. I have had decent luck, and I'm hesitant to say that because I feel like it's going to go away. But I've had decent luck lately. So, all right, so we're doing this. Research. Prime Valdore. Oh, wow, I can actually do this? I forgot. I could do this. I've got I don't know how I even got 5-star. I don't even remember how did I get that? Did I make a purchase and forget about it? That's possible. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. This is for when I'm gonna use my auger to grind rep. That background music is killing me. Sounds almost like the music from the original Diablo. I really do like some of the music that we have lately. 30-day chest? Possibly, Hugo. I have been pretty consistent in collecting those. Possibly. Scopely gift. Scopely's gift is and like I said, I'm always transparent. Scopely's gift is the battle pass. That's Scopely's gift. You had a week of just comments from the refinery. Yikes. Need to play some funk. I don't think I have any funk. We got the funk. Something about that funk. Ooh, we got the funk. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I've noticed that when I use stun on my Maxtel, the cargo maxes out at 8,000 under the max cargo shown. Doesn't matter how many reds I kill. Is this a known bug? Can you send me screenshots so I can check that out? You're not doing something like Pike and stun, are you? I'm level 35. Is there any real benefit to taking a faction to celebrate it? My alliance has 4-star territory or in the territory, so I could do Romulan. Honestly, for me, no. So it's not really any reason to do it. It's up to you at the end of the day. I never do it that soon. 39 maybe, but not at 35. But that's just me. It definitely give you a head start if you want to get an uncommon ship. So I'll take an answer from the community even. I really do want to know if the Katinga is that far off from the other two. It's not. The Katinga, I mean, to me, and I've said this before, the Kelvin's the worst of the three. I love the Katinga. The one drawback to the Katinga is it's slow, but you now have impulse research to try to help with that. All right, so HMS Wayfarer, that's why. Because Pike will show that he's working on Ston, but he doesn't work on Ston. Pike doesn't work on Ston. Pike only works on attack abilities. So that would be the reason why. We've deduced the problem. You know the difference between wallpaper and toilet paper? What, one's on the wall? That's the only difference I know. Let me respond to this real quick. Okay, I'm back. Then why is all the discussion between the Kelvin and the Valdore? So the discussion between the Kelvin and the Valdore, here's why it happens. Because most people farm Tygo Core. If you're farming in Tygo Core, you can't, I mean, it's obviously going to give you rep for Federation and Romulan, which means people are going to easily gravitate towards that. Most people choose Federation because Star Trek. Most people tend to love the Federation. If you're farming in Tygo Core, you're never going to have that great Klingon rep because you're killing it every day. So most people just don't get the Katinga. That's all there is to it. I love the Katinga. I like it more than I like the Kelvin. But it's just more that people tend to choose to go in a different direction for ease. So, like, I'm running Romulan Klingon. I'm one of the very few people doing that. It's just not common. You just realized that you didn't realize it would generate a visual glitch. Well, it does, and it is annoying. It is, in fact, annoying. When in Armadas is the order of who attacks first calculated? The very beginning. Hey, Ron, what's up? What's my take on the season of Picard? Well, I don't want to do any spoilers, but short story, season 2 of Picard has been one of the best seasons of any Star Trek so far. Granted, it's very early. Hopefully that continues, but it's been fantastic. Hmm. 1 billion is max rep status. That's not true, Hammered. It used to be true. Not true anymore. The max is 15 billion. So the locks in the game are 10 million, 1 billion, 15 billion. 10 million, 1 billion, and 15 billion. So there's a new lock since they came out with the 5-star stuff and the new levels. Now, Hammered, you might be on a server that's younger, so you can't see any of that yet, but there is an additional lock after 1 billion. Where do you send screenshots of bad crews? Either my Discord or my Facebook page. Either one. Discord or Facebook. You're planning on the Kelvin just because I think it's the coolest 42? Yeah, dude, there's nothing wrong with trying to be like an efficient player, but at the end of the day, it's a game. Do what's fun for you, man. If you like the Kelvin because you love the Federation, how it looks, get the Kelvin for sure. I mean, even though I believe Star Trek Nemesis was a bad movie, I do love the design of the Valdore. It's sleek, it's sexy. I love how the Valdore looks, and it just happens to line up with everything that I'm doing. But on the flip side of that, I'm purposely going after Klingon, ignoring places like Tygo Core, which is hurting me rep grind wise because I love the Klingons. And I would rather have Klingon stuff focused than Federation stuff focused. It's just a personal choice. It's not that it's better or worse. At the end of the day, it's a game, and that makes me happy. Makes me happy. They need some intermediate locks. The slog from 10 to 1B is insane. It can be. Once you get to the mid 40s, it gets pretty easy. But 10 million to 1 billion is definitely a big jump. Any way to tell when Scopely will add a new server? Thinking of a second account and know they added 81 a month ago. Should I wait for 82? So typically they'll add new servers every quarter. So quarter of a year. And they'll add anywhere from 6 to 10 servers for new players or players who want another account. Rating makes you happy? We love to hear that. Long live the Romulan Empire. Knifey with his Pilum agrees. You'd like to request Scopa to add more Klingons to the game. I agree. I think the game should actually focus on Klingons. The Federation is the worst. But sadly, not enough people agree with me. Not enough people agree with me. You'd like to request Scopa to add more Klingons. I actually have that as an outro. I wonder if I should run it again. Can I build the Kelvin? I can build the Kelvin, but I have the Valdore. Should I go ahead and do it? So Dakota, if you want to enjoy it, sure. Personally, I would say no. I would save those resources for your Pilum, the crystal, the ship parts, etc. But that's up to you. I would really think it'd be better to just wait for the Pilum. Kelvin's cool to have though. Uh-oh. Is that knifey? Oh, it's Fire Guy in a D4. Who are you coming to kill? Probably me. You're going with the Valdore, not skipping the Pilum? Yeah, I'm not skipping the Pilum because I'm not going that quickly. I only recommend going to the Pilum. Only recommend the skipping if you're going to get there within 6 months. I'm not going to get there within 6 months. So, what's the chance they add a new combat effect like burning with the DS9 art? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I would love that. I would love a new faction. I would love a new like background proc like burning and stuff, but I have no idea. They should add a DS9 station skin. That is something that I talked with game design about last year when we were talking about this year's stuff, and it is something that they're going to work for. TJ's not doing a show tonight, so you should stream longer. Oh, why is he not doing the show? Is the internet stuff not working out? Is the internet stuff not working out? Stations don't have skins at the moment, Ron. But one of the things that we're trying to get is when Deep Space Nine comes out is to get station skins. He's taking a day off? Well, that's good. That's good. There's nothing wrong with taking a day off. I should do that sometime, but I've got 2 videos to make for tomorrow. So I'm not, but I probably should. Did he announce it in his channel? I haven't been over to his Discord today. The question is, how much will they charge for a station skin? That I don't know. Random Rambler, good to see you. Skins, projectile, free to play sourcing will be nice. It already exists, Pedro. Already exists. It's already there. The amalgam. 2 videos I'm working on. So I'm working on a Star Trek themed video that is not Star Trek Fleet Command related, because we're trying to expand the channel to do more just pure Star Trek content. And then I've got a Star Trek Fleet Command video. Obviously DS9's plan. Any consideration for Voyager and Enterprise? Yes, Xavier. Every Star Trek series will eventually end up in the game. That's the plan. Late join the stream, so now watching from the beginning. Raising beer to you and everyone at STFC. Well, thank you, Admiral Pegasus. I appreciate that. Remember the USS Terror skins? Haven't seen any event for that since it rolled out. That is something that we're asking them to do. That has kind of like gotten forgotten, it feels like. We are asking for that. Oh, cool. We got one of these events done. Yay. Transporter patterns. We have to pay augment my other game too, but I don't ever mind supporting games I love. Well, hey, look, in this game, you don't have to pay. Paying just helps speed things up a lot. Will the movies be in the game? Some of them already are, Kirkland. The Bortus is part of the movies. Gorkon, Chang, those are all part of the movies. And yes, you will eventually see more movies in the game as well. What do you mean are the movies in the game? That's how the game started. Well, what they were specifically asking, and I know what they were asking, the original movies, not the Kelvin timeline. And at some point, the answer is yes. I mean, they're going to go through all the Star Trek content that they can because they now have the license to do so. Originally, they did not have the license, the IP for all of this. And now that they do, they're going to eventually put out everything. Strange New Worlds content? God, I want it. I want it so bad. I can't wait for the show to come out. Really can't. You want to buy Montalban? Ricardo Montalban? Same. +1 to the Reliant and the Old Con. Yeah, I mean, fun fact: the Mayflower in the game in the Kelvin movies was actually based off the. That's supposed to be the Reliant. And even though they didn't use it, they still like kind of use that as like the inspired design type deal. So At least this game can use the names. DBD has had dumb alternate names like the Nightmare. This is true, Ron. Now, DBD has gotten some of the rights, but like Bill from Left 4 Dead, but like they've got two leather faces in the game, which is so weird to me to have two different leather faces, because at one point they didn't have, and then they did have the rights. So, hillbilly. DBD is Dead by Daylight. It's another game that we play on Twitch. Dead by Daylight. Why didn't they have the original Khan in the TOS arc? Was there a mention of him in the missions, just no officer? There was no officer, and I don't even remember if he was in the missions, to be honest with you. All right, finish the battle pass. How close am I to finishing swarms? 15 more. Then we could focus on doing the ROM stuff. Awesome. Then we could do some raiding videos later. I haven't made a raiding video in a while. Some people are asking for a series between TOS and TNG, filling in the roughly 80 years in between. Yeah, sure. That's fine. I mean, I would love for them to do some of the newer TV stuff soon, Walter, because honestly, a lot of the new TV stuff is incredibly popular, and it'd be really good to get some more players from younger generations into the game to have those. So, gave up on Discovery, to be honest. Didn't like the future they went with. That's fair, Robert. I actually like the future in Discovery. I do think some of the designs are very quirky, but at the same time, Discovery has jumped several hundred years into the future. So, you know, it's definitely gonna be those ones where the artists have to go really out there to try to, you know, envision a new future to the already future. But I like it. You like the idea of Captain Sulu's show about him commanding the USS Excelsior? Yeah, I know they got tabled a long time ago, but that would have been a great series. I think so anyway. You don't know 7 or 9 Officer would be epic? Well, Voyager will eventually get a series in the game. We get Speed Nose other than Day Nose. Those already exist, Walter. They already exist. Lucrative systems. And territory. And territory. Are you doing raiding with ROM for first time ever after unlock? I've done some raiding with ROM on my baby account, but I've not done it on the big account yet. Based on recent sets, the entire Voyager bridge crew will be epic. God. Oh, man. If they make Ensign Ken epic, it's the worst. All right, y'all. It is 4 o'clock. I really need to start working on the videos for tomorrow. So I'm going to wrap up. We usually only go about an hour, hour and a half on YouTube. We went a little bit extra this time around. I am going to say, look, if y'all want to help support the channel, I appreciate the 300 people who are here before y'all are leaving. We got a house fund. Would really appreciate you donate to, or if you don't want to donate to the house fund, because look, giving money to the fat ginger on your screen, I get it. But I am having a baby here in the next couple months, and if you want to buy something off the wedding or the baby registry, there's a link for the baby registry on Amazon. All the support helps, but you also support just by watching. Hit the like button on your way out, and 2 Star Trek themed videos coming out tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoy both of them as we expand the channel to doing more than just STFC, but doing Star Trek as a whole, because we love this franchise. Y'all are amazing. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. I'll catch you on the next one. We outie. Outro time.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your